Dimaras, an island gem in the southeast of Panay Peninsula. Home to the famed Philippine mango and known for being a sanctuary of rich biodiversity. Dimaras, pulsating with life, bursting with color, melding the influences of the East and West into a truly unique Filipino culture. Behind its rustic facade, Dimaras bespeaks of the rich heritage that is being nurtured and delicately safeguarded by Dimaras nuns, that it has become the pride of Hiligaynoons. Perhaps it is this pride of one's homeland that drove one's boyhood dream into reality. Bounded by seas, dotted by mountains, Dimaras seems like an impenetrable island province in the region. But behind this unfathomable rainforest lurks the bounty of nature, where breeding, sprouting, growing creations live and die to complete the cycle of life. Atop a mountain in Barangay Napandong, Nueva Valencia, sits a 120-hectare wildlife sanctuary, a conservation center and heritage resort all rolled into one. Lombia, a brainchild of Henry G. Barbiera, a derivative of his local and foreign travels, his indefatigable passion and unending love for nature is a manifestation of how one man can glorify his roots. Lumbia was envisioned 15 years ago to be a tropical paradise where people can commune with nature, learn about it, preserve species in scientifically acceptable methods. It does not only boast of a quantum collection of endemic species of both flora and fauna. It has a wide assortment of artifacts that reflects the evolution of the culture of man in general and of the Philippines and of Dimaras in particular. The three-pronged mission rests on the vision to propel it as a sanctuary, a haven for the tired soul, and a showcase of the best of all worlds. A world within a world, a park begins to beguile him with things that stimulate the senses, from the familiar sounds of the chirping of birds to the howling of the scariest mammal, the burst of colors in flowers and bloom, the scent of sun-kissed foliage, the taste of dewdrops from the heavens, and the feel of fresh and crisp sea and mountain breeze clinging to one's skin. All these are just a prelude to the beauty that awaits. Lumbia also triumphs in blending the rustic colonial and the modern to weather the test of time and to comply with the call of ecologically green environment. The chapel was built not only to house Barbiera's antiquated religious icons. It is a perfect space where one can find ultimate solemnity and serenity. It rests at the peak of the mountain, the closest point to heaven. It is a vantage point where one can get a panoramic view of the seas and the mountains and even the neighboring municipalities and provinces. It will house the biggest centuries-old ivory crucifix in the world and the ivory image of Our Lady of Valencia. A 120-room hotel that will provide world-class amenities to tired urban dwellers and nature wanderers is a soothing getaway from the hustle and bustle that has been eating the best of us, as a refreshing way to recharge. The hotel will offer services that will give every visitor the ultimate pampering experience. An open-air restaurant will serve the best cuisines of the world, but of course highlighting the Filipino fare. The ingredients will be organically produced, sourced from local farmers, and from fresh catches from the surrounding seas, with the aroma of food wafted by cool, untainted air in spots with breathtaking view. Dining is sure to bring gustatory satisfaction and a whole new experience as well. The amphitheater, as the name suggests, is Roman inspiration. It is one of the nooks and crannies unique to Lombia. It conserves venue for shows, for corporate meetings, conventions and conferences, and for special events, or simply be a private place where one can find peace, solace, and exclusivity. Lumbia, first and foremost, is a wildlife sanctuary. It is home to a vast and diverse species of plants and animals, and an impressive variety of ornamental plants, both endemic and introduced. By mimicking the natural habitat of wildlife, this tropical paradise is carefully master planned to allow animals to roam freely, to behave in their natural best, so they may continue their procreation and propagation. A far cry from zoos, birds can still fly, chimps can still swing, mammals can still roar, reptiles can still crawl, although in a controlled environment so as to protect them from harmful elements of nature and from the cruelty of humans. Lombia is also a center for education. Through this, they can learn about them, appreciate them, and be cognizant of their importance to the balance of nature. The Biblioteca da Lumbia, a library, is a repository of vast collection of books, printed collaterals, and most reference materials that tackles a wealth of information on botanical and zoological subjects. As an ecotourism destination, the geography of Lombia is not destroyed but rather enhanced. Lombia is also a showcase of the vanishing culture of the Filipinos. Its museum is a repository that reflects Barbiera's passion, mission, and advocacy. His coin collection dating back from pre-Christian era, his antique jewelry collection, furniture and pottery collection, painting collection can take someone's breath away even before he can say amazing. A collection of banknotes depicting the evolution of the Philippine currency during the Spanish, American, and Japanese colonial period. Guerrilla notes and down to the contemporary uncut paper notes. Blue and white porcelain and Celadon wares reminiscent of the dynasties of China were dug and discovered in the Philippines or excavated from Chinese sunken ships or Spanish galleon vessels. Philippine potteries that dates back even before the birth of Christ. Centuries-old furniture and ornaments that may have found their way as heirloom pieces. Paintings and sketches of great masters such as Juan Luna, Felix Resurrección Hidalgo, Fernando Amorsoro, to name a few, down to the illustrious contemporary painters such as Baron Cab, H.R. Ocampo, Federico Alcuaz, Botong Francisco, Oscar de Salameda, Jose T. Hoya, Anita Magsaysay Ho. Lombia, a museum of living culture, a telltale sign that Dimaras is a soon-to-be world-class travel and leisure destination, pulsating with vibrant fun. See you in Lombia soon.